Versatile Mage. Chapter 9, the 7th star. 4 stars are firmly under my control now. The difficulty of controlling 5 at the same time is much harder. Mo Fan sighed and thought, I wonder if I can control all 7 of these scoundrels and form a star path before the end of the semester. Speaking of which, Monkey said that most people can only practice control for an hour every week. If they trained for an additional 5 minutes, they'd collapse. I wonder why I could practice for 2 hours when I first started. Is it because I awakened dual elements? The mana usage for taking control of a star should be the same. That means my mana capacity is double the amount of most other people. There was a limit to each magic student's spiritual force, and every time one attempted to control a star, it would deplete their spiritual force. Most of the current magic students' spiritual force levels only allowed 1 hour of control training. Having 1 more hour of practice, coupled with the great effort Mo Fan put into his daily training, allowed his cultivation speed to already surpass his peers by a lot. According to the henchman, even the most outstanding student in the class could only control 3 stars. Of the 7 stars, Mo Fan was already able to control 4 of them. Furthermore, he hoped to achieve 5 stars within the month. It seemed like awakening dual elements not only gave Mo Fan double the elements but also extended his practice time compared to other people. This was an incredible advantage. The time for him to enter the apex of his life and marry a fair-skinned, rich, and beautiful girl was just around the corner. The class started at 8 in the morning, and the first class was the Magical Beast Knowledge class. The one in charge of teaching the Magical Beast subject was the homeroom teacher of the class next door, Zhang Jianguo. Mo Fan, you are late again. Can't you improve your attitude towards school? Your talent has always been worse than the majority of the students. Your foundation is also particularly bad, and you're not even sincere about studying. Take a look at Zhao Ting in my class. He has the lightning element, a good talent, a good foundation, and his attitude towards studying magic is also very good. He is currently able to control 4 lightning element stars, whereas you, I heard that you still haven't been able to control a single fire element star. You awakening the fire element is simply a waste. Zhang Jianguo, seeing Mo Fan come in late, immediately began to reprimand him without holding back. Mo Fan couldn't help but give a conceited look. Teacher Zhang Jianguo really couldn't stop talking. He brought up that lightning element guy during practically every lesson. The so-called classmate Zhao Ting was the guy who awakened the lightning element during the school's opening ceremony. Zhang Jianguo talked about him every day. When he lectured someone using Zhao Ting's name, his face revealed the pride he tried to conceal. That guy can control 4 stars. This daddy can control 6 stars. I just need 1 last star, Mo Fan thought in disdain. He didn't say this out loud, though. Instead, he just walked to his seat at leisure. Alright, please open the Magical Beast book. Today, I will continue to talk about the common magical beasts. As everyone knows, the magical beasts are located outside the city where we humans reside, and they're extremely hostile toward humans. They wander all over the place and fight when they encounter each other, as well. If a magician were to tread outside of the city and encounter a one-eyed magic wolf, then what should he do? Zhang Jianguo started lecturing with great delight. One-eyed magic wolf. This was the kind of magical beast that resided in the area closest to the human city. Mo Fan had only seen one through textbooks and videos. They had a vicious appearance. A normal person was unable to deal with this kind of creature. Only a mage was able to battle them. However, if a group of magic students who couldn't activate their magic were to meet a one-eyed magic wolf, then it would be a bloody massacre. The one-eyed magic wolf was the highlight of the magical beast classes. Zhang Jianguo had already spent a month talking about this type of magical beast, which by this point annoyed Mo Fan. Currently, Mo Fan relied on his double cultivation time to control 6 stars. As long as he could focus his mind, he could make the 6 stars obediently form a star path. The problem was, the 7th star was particularly difficult to control. It was like a chaste girl. Go soft and you'd suffer, go hard and she wouldn't listen. This made Mo Fan feel particularly anxious. I'm just bloody missing this one last step. Brother Fan, how is the cultivation progress of the fire element? Zhang Hao hastily asked as he saw Mo Fan sitting down. The same as before, Mo Fan answered leisurely. Fire element. Just like the rumors Zhang Jianguo had heard, Mo Fan was still unable to control a single fire element star. That was something he could do nothing about. He had invested all of his energy into the big shot lightning element student this entire semester. No way. It seems like your foundation really has affected your cultivation. I heard that Guy Mu Bai is already able to control 4 ice element stars. If he were to put even more effort in during his winter vacation, then he will most likely be able to activate the primary rank ice element skill, Ice Spiral, Zhang Hao said. I know, big brother, how are you not anxious at all? Let me tell you, he and his henchman Zhao Kunsen are already scheming a plan against you. Don't worry, let them come. Mo Fan's current mind was full of how to control the 7th star, everything else was treated like air. Zhang Hao sighed. Just be careful, this semester is almost over. You should really do your best next semester. If you can't complete the magic activation during the next semester's end-of-term magic activation exam, then the school could find all kinds of excuses to force you to resign. The school semester quickly ended, and Mo Fan faintly felt the 7th star being moved by his sincerity. Damn it, cultivation is even harder than awaiting the presence of a goddess. Trying to communicate and pay my greetings every day and night, Mo Fan complained as he walked toward the school exit. Mo Fan had practically never left the school during the entire semester. He would spend 2 hours every day practicing control, and after that, 10 hours meditating. Afterward, he'd just go to class, eat his meals, and sleep without ceasing for a single day. Regardless of what happened, this semester was over. After the students received their winter semester assignments, each went their own way home to see their families. After exiting the school gates, Mo Fan subconsciously waited for the bus to go home. However, he quickly realized and became speechless. I almost forgot that Dad sold the house. I am essentially homeless now. Father Mo Jiaxing spent most of his time driving, which meant he didn't have time for a house. The homeless Mo Fan thought about this. It seems like it's time to see little aunt and pay a visit to Sin Chia. It had been half a year since he last saw Sin Chia. He wondered how she was doing at little aunt's place. I'll just go straight to her school to pick her up then. Mo Fan caught the bus heading toward her middle school. Sitting on the bus, Mo Fan had nothing to do, so he continued to practice control, to see whether the 7th star would submit or not. Different elements had different stars, and each star had a different temperament. Some were easier to coax. Mo Fan only needed to spend a few nights sweet-talking them before they'd listen. However, some were especially violent and hard to deal with. If you weren't careful, you could suffer a rebound in your mind. That kind of rebound carried intense pain to the mind, and the usage of spiritual power would be several times greater. The 7th star that Mo Fan was unable to control belonged to the violent type. It didn't listen, attacked brutally, and was as difficult to accommodate as a great aunt. Fortunately, recently their relationship had advanced by leaps and bounds. The violent star was slowly showing a willingness to listen, otherwise Mo Fan would have really cried. He had spent almost an entire month on this 7th star. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.